Welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna. If you guys are new, thanks so much for being here on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions and tutorial using the new Morphe 9A Always Golden palette. This is exclusive to Ulta. I'm going to be doing some swatches for you guys, and then I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this eye look. So if you guys want to see how these eyeshadows perform and my thoughts on them, then you guys should just keep on watching. Okay, so yesterday I was at Ulta doing some last minute Christmas shopping. Of course, 10 days before Christmas, who wouldn't be? And I ran into this Morphe palette. This is the 9A Always Golden palette, and this is the new rebranded packaging. So as you can see, the packaging is definitely a lot different than they were before. So it actually comes in a box now. When you take it out, it has this really sleek packaging. It just says Morphe right on the front. I literally love this packaging so much more than before. And then when you open it up, it does come with this little plastic thing. And it has a mirror in it, and then 9 shades. The majority of the shades are matte shades, but there are like 3 shimmers. I haven't tested any of these out on my eyes yet, but my roommate has used this palette, so that's why it does look like it was dipped into a little bit. I'm really excited to see how these perform on the eyes because I'm not really that much of a fan of the other Morphe palettes, but the new Jaclyn Hill palette, I think the quality of those eyeshadows are amazing. And I heard that the new rebranded Morphe palettes were going to be the same quality as the Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'm really curious to see if that's actually a thing, if these are just as good as those shadows are. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into the swatches. The first one we got here is Surprise. Then we have Myself. Next is Splendid. After that we have Bruise. This one is Witness. And then we have Taken. That's one bad swatchy swatch. And then lastly we have Connection, Aware, and we have Storm. So this is all the shades for you right here, just so you can see them swatched. And now let's jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so I've already primed my lids using the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've really been liking as an eyeshadow primer lately. And then I did set that using a translucent powder because this doesn't really have any skin tone shades in it for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade right here. This is the shade Myself. And I'm going to be using this big Morphe fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be putting this in my crease. This is going to act as my transition shade. These are pretty powdery, but that doesn't bother me. All you have to do is tap off your brush and it works wonders. I don't really understand why people don't like powdery eyeshadows. I mean, they're powders, so I don't know. I guess it's all just preference, but I don't really mind. Wow, I really like that transition shade. I can really see it in the monitor right here. It's just a really nice warm brown. So now I'm going to be going into Witness. This is right here. It's just a little bit deeper than the first one, and I'm just going to take a fluffier brush, a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to be focusing this shade just a little bit lower in my crease, just to add some more definition. Now I'm just going back into that first shade that I used Myself, that transition shade, and I'm just going to blend out the first 2 colors. I do this every single time I put a new shade down just because I don't want there to be any harsh lines, and it's just easier to keep going back into that shade and blending out the shade that you just put down. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush. This is just an even smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to be going into Bruise right here. It's an even deeper brown, and I'm really going to focus this shade just a little bit lower in the crease and more focused on the outer corner. I'm gonna just be placing the color down with this brush, and then I'm gonna go back and blend it out later. I find that this is the easiest way to get the best gradient of color. So I just placed that brown down, and then I'm gonna go back into Myself in that big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend out those edges. I'm using a really light touch. I don't want to lose those colors, but I do want to make sure that there's no harsh lines, and I want to make sure that the fade going into my actual skin is really nice. I'm really just going to make this a pretty simple, smoky holiday look. So I'm just going to do that for the mattes, and then I'm going to take Surprise right here, and I'm going to put that all over the first half of my lid and then fade it into the dark brown that I just put on. I'm first going to try the shade out dry just because I want to see how it performs dry, but I do usually use my shimmers wet, so I probably will move on to that later. But let's just try it out dry. I'm using this Morphe just flat shader brush, and I'm really just going to focus this all over my lid. Okay, so this is that shadow on my lid, dry, but I am going to go in with it wet right now. I'm just going to spray it with just the setting spray I have sitting next to me. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. And I'm just going to spray my brush with this just once or twice. And then I'm just going to dip back into the color. Okay, so I definitely do notice a little bit more of a like metallic look with the brush being wet and the shadow being wet. So if you really want that like pop, I would definitely recommend this. I'm going to be taking this fluffy brush right here again, and I'm going to be mixing Witness and Bruise, mostly with Witness, just Witness. And I'm really just going to be blending out those lines between the shimmer I just put down and the outer corner darkness. I am very impressed with these eyeshadows. I do think just by using the few shades that I used, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just by using the 4 shades that I used, I do think that these are very similar quality to the Jaclyn Hill ones, as opposed to the other Morphe palette. These new ones, really good. I really like them. I like them a lot. Now moving on to my lower lash line, I'm going to be going back into myself, that transition shade that I used, and I'm taking this like flat but fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm going to be buffing this underneath my lash line. I'm not taking it all the way in, but I'm taking it, I would say, like 3/4 down my lower lash line. Okay, now I'm going to go back into Witness. I'm going to put this on my lower lash line, just focusing even more on the outer corner. I'm basically just matching the top with the bottom, but I'm not going to make the bottom as dark as I made the top on the outer corner. So I think this is the last shade I'll use on my lower lash line. So I definitely think that this would be a really pretty look with like a winged liner and some lashes, but I'm just going to the mall today, so I don't want to do anything too extreme. So I am just going to pop some mascara on my upper and bottom lashes. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. It's really good. I really like it a lot. Okay, I lied, because for my lower lashes, I really usually like to use a waterproof mascara so that I don't get any like speckles down here on my face. So for my lower lashes, I'm going to be using the NYX Doll Eye Mascara in waterproof black. And I'm just going to coat my lower lashes with this one. It's really not an easy task to try to make a normal face while you're putting on mascara. I promise you. Try it out one time. Because I really just want this eye look to pop a little bit more, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Golden Lights. I freaking love this highlighter. It is so good. It's literally only $6, so if you're at Ulta, I would recommend picking it up. I'm just going to take this little, really small little brush, and I'm really just going to focus this color on my inner corner just to make them pop. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. It's like, it's a base shadow brush, but I really like using this as my brow bone highlight brush. And I'm going to use the same highlight right here. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. Wow. Okay guys, so this is the final look right here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Overall, I think this is a great palette. I would really recommend this to anybody. I think it's a great gift to get for Christmas time. It's only $12, and for starters, I thought that the shades blended out really well, so I feel like this would be a good palette for beginners, especially since it's all neutral tones. I do think that the quality of this eyeshadow palette is very similar to the Jaclyn Hill one. I think Morphe really stepped up their game, so I'm really excited to see what else they come out with. I know that they did come out with other palettes like with the same packaging, so I'm really excited for those, and I do want to try those out soon. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have picked up any of these and what you guys think of them. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I really hope that I see you guys in my next video. Bye!